What if every time you got dressed, you were funding your own destruction? That was the brutal reality for millions of Indians under British rule. Indian farmers grew the cotton, Indian labourers picked it. British ships then carried it to Manchester, and months later, we were forced to buy back clothes made from our very own cotton, at British prices, under British flags, with British guards watching over us. They made it the law to crush every local weaver, to ban our khadi, to flood our markets with Manchester mills. Every thread of British-born cloth worn in India was a reminder. Your land is not yours. Your labour is not yours. Your choices are not yours. And then Gandhiji proclaimed, the choice is ours and will be so from now on. He launched the Swadeshi movement. British clothes? Burn them. Let's spin our own. Let's wear our freedom. The response to this call was explosive. Bonfires of British-born material erupted in every part of our land. People from every part of our country standing together in solidarity. And amongst the millions who refused to bow, one name emerged. Not from a palace or a parliament, but from the dust of a cotton mill in Bombay. A 22-year-old, Shri Babu Genu. When Gandhiji announced the Swadeshi movement, Shri Genu didn't merely follow. He became the very embodiment of resistance, inspiring his fellow mill workers to join the cause. On the 12th of December 1930, a British merchant trading in foreign-made cloth was transporting a consignment of goods that had arrived earlier that day by ship. Anticipating severe resistance, the trader requested police protection, and he proceeded through the streets of Kalba Devi in a guarded truck. And then it arrived at a crossing where a crowd, expecting its passage, had gathered. They would not let that truck pass. The police batons raised came swinging at the protesters. They all scurried for cover. But in the middle of the road, one man stood still. Shri Babu Genu, unarmed, alone. He blocked the path of that truck. The British police officer in charge was infuriated. He commanded the Indian truck driver to drive. The driver hesitated. There was a young man standing right in front of the truck. The driver nudged the lorry a few inches forward. Shri Babu Genu, rather than flinching, took a step closer to the truck and then lay down flat in front of it. Seeing this act of defiance, the enraged police officer forcefully dragged the truck driver from his seat and seized control of the steering wheel. Knowing full well that a human being was in its path, that British policeman drove the truck over him. Onlookers later shared how Shri Babu Genu was chanting Vande Mataram even as the truck crushed him. It crushed his body. It could not crush his spirit. His body fell, but his name rose. A 22-year-old in a torn shirt with an unbreakable will. His passing made India learn one enduring truth, that there will come a time when we must no longer step aside, when we must all stand tall no matter what or who faces us. He did not pass in vain. He became the path itself on which a nation would march towards freedom. Shri Babu Genu.